Hello everyone, welcome to Rod's Repairs. Today I got a good one for you, you guessed it. We're going to do some seat covers. I already did this one, so I wanted to make a video on how I did this one. Or how I'm going to do this one. It's for a 1973 Mustang Coupe. It's a Grande. This seat was all messed up. I wanted to change the interior. They call this, I think, ginger or something like that. But I wanted to change the interior to black. So this is what I came up with. I got my Budster out here helping today. So he's going to show us a little bit on how to do these seats. So I kind of want to do a step-by-step, side by side, just to see what's going on with it. You know, these seat covers are not perfect, obviously. You know, they're gonna have your, whatevers, but that's how they make them. You know, you can't pull them any tighter, you can't do anything. So however they make them is what you get. I'm looking at this seat right here, and I can see that this line kind of narrows, wider here, narrower here, which is weird. But on the other cover, it looks better. So we'll go, you got to get what you get, you get what you pay for. These are standard covers. They got a better set you can spend huge money on. I think I was like $400 or $500 for the complete 2 front seats and then the back seat. So anyway, a lot of differences between these seats. Let's see here. Come on. Okay. So yeah, it all looks pretty much similar. But the difference is you can see it's pretty much covered up in here, and they got some nice seam stuff going on. In here you don't really have it. You can still see. I'm going to black that foam out. But all this down here looks pretty much the same. I painted this cover, obviously. I painted the tracks. I just wire brushed them quick and painted them black. So you kind of want to do that if you're going to replace the covers. These are cheaper. This is way better, I would say. So what we're going to do is we're going to step by step do a few things off camera because it's going to take forever and a day. I think I got maybe 3.5 hours into this seat. I didn't time it. I'm just guessing. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get going on it. We'll do step by step, and hopefully we can get it done, and I can show you guys how to do it. It's not that big of a deal. You just got to have the motivation, the can-do attitude, and you can do anything. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, let's start taking this thing apart. I'm just going to set you up on the milk crate. So basically, we're going to do I think the top part of the seat's the hardest. So you're going to need a little Allen head to do this. See, every seat's going to be different, so you're going to need different tools for every seat you work on. So this one here, I got everything already set up. Everything's just going to come on pretty base. Just remember where stuff goes. But it's good just to do one seat at a time, and that way when you go ahead and put it back together, you got the other seat to look at, So there's just little clips in here that just hold this on, so it's not a big deal. They're like spring clips, the usual old style door panel stuff. Yeah, that just comes right off. Nothing big. Got these clips on the bottom. I don't know. I'm going to take these clips up because they're going to be in my way when I go ahead and paint this thing. So we're just going to take the clips out. Not going to lose them. I hate these clips for some odd reason. When they go in, they create rust. So that's why I hate them. I don't. Rust never sleeps, they tell me. I don't like rust. So yeah, now we got these little side panels here. Get yourself a little nut driver. It's like a little impact driver, I love it. Definitely is the way to go. So yeah, so this is the main. So now that we're in here, I can show you another difference. We don't on the new cover doesn't have this stuff. I like this because it just pushes around. You know, it's not a big deal. On the new cover, you hog ring it. There's little holes in here, and you just hog ring this material to the metal frame. So you don't get this stuff with the new covers. But yeah, that's just the way that goes. So your best bet, if you really want to get try to do it fast, first thing you want to do is you want to paint these. Get them black, clean them up, paint them. While that's drying, work on the seat. Because by the time you're done working on the seats, you can assemble. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do next. I'm just going to give these a quick scuff with a scuff pad. I'm going to hit them with maybe a little bit of 400 quick. Just try to knock some of that stuff down. And then I'm going to blow some plastic paint on it. You can buy it at any auto parts store, and it's going to be black. So I'm going to go ahead and do this quick off camera, and then we're going to get back and we're going to tear the seat apart. Okay, I made quick work of this stuff. Just 400'd it, sanded it with 400 wet, red scuff pad quick, done. You're not going to get out the little scratches. You could, but don't, because the texture will go away. So I just wanted to show you that, and then I used this stuff here. It's U-Pole, fantastic. It is pretty good stuff. Interior, exterior. It's got primer built in it if you're doing anything exterior stuff. So yeah, U-Pole makes a good product. So trick to this stuff is just light coats. One light coat, wait like 10 minutes, 15. Another light coat, you're done. It's just semi-flat, semi-gloss. You're not going to get it shiny. That's what you want. That's what interior colors look like. I use my heat gun just to speed up the process a bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and get working on this seat, and we'll get it tore apart and we'll go from there. But one thing I wanted to note before we take it apart is the new covers don't have these holes, so you're gonna have to make them. Yeah, that's not a big deal. I just made you can see it's got some good throw there. I'm not sure why they did this one, because I don't think you use it. There's nothing there. So just note before you take something apart what you got to do. You can put these holes in after the fact, not a big deal. Kind of show you how I did it. And then you got two screws, these little plugs go here. So these are hard to I could find these ones on the other seat, but I didn't find these ones. I ended up re-drilling. These two ain't so bad, you can find them. And then of course you got to find the side holes for these. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll get going on the seat here. Okay, get yourself a little hook tool if you got one, because you're going to need it to get this seat apart and get it back together. So all this stuff here is just pushed. I like it, it's just pushed around. Not a big deal, but watch out because it'll get you. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Just want to be careful so you don't get wounded. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. You just gotta get underneath it if you can. Kind of pull it towards you and just pop it off. So I'm going to leave the seat back on just for a titch. I think it's going to be easier to work. So we're just going to try to get the cover off with the seat back on the bottom of the seat. I don't know if that'll work or not, but thinking out of the box, man. Okay, got that part of it done. So now on the new cover, it doesn't have these long pieces here, and you see where they hog ringed it in. I kind of like it. It doesn't have all this. It's only got probably like right to here, so you really got to stretch it to even come close to this. So yeah, our new cover doesn't have this part of it. Yeah, I'd recommend getting some knee pads too, because I think it's easier to do these seats on the floor, you know, on a towel, on the ground, wherever you gotta be. So to get these hog rings out, you just kind of grab them anywhere you can and just give them a twist, and they should just, if you can get a hold of them, they'll just bend right out of there. So yeah, nothing big. They're not that strong. So you just gotta grab them. I'm using a snip, and just get them out of there. So we don't really care about this cover, you know. So I mean, you can cut, tear, whatever you want to do to get it off. This insulation right here, it stays on the seat, I believe. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. So in order to get this cover off, we got some hog rings inside of here that we gotta get. And you got, they look like that. So there's a couple there, a couple there. They're hiding. Gotta find them. And you'll find them, because this cover ain't coming off until you do. There's actually, down inside of there, there's a couple. So they're hiding in here. Even got some here that are gonna have to come off. The new cover doesn't have these, so we don't have to worry about that. But they probably got to come out of there. So we got a set of hoggers there, a set of hoggers there, and some are hiding underneath the foam. So I think what we'll do is try to get the ones we can get out first. And like I say, just kind of grab them and twist. Grab and twist. They're not too difficult to get off, but you gotta get them out of there, otherwise the cover ain't coming on. So yeah, they're not too bad to get off. If you get a hold of them and twist them, you'll get them. Some will break. Getting the new cover back on, that's going to be a whole different ball game. If you can get this off quick, you can get the, spend. It's going to take some time to get the new one on. There's no doubt. It's not going to be a cakewalk. But like I say, get yourself some knee pads, because you're going to be you're either on a table, or you're on the floor, or you're on the ground like I'm doing it. So I think what we're going to do now is go ahead and take the seat back off, which is held on by a couple Torx, which I got ready to go. Ready to go right here. Got a little washer and a Torx dealy bob with a little spacer looking thing on it. That's so it'll to move freely. On this side, comes right off. So yeah, we're not going to worry about the bottom right now. So we're going to just we'll get the top done and then we'll do the bottom. So yeah, the seat's going to be all full of shit. Excuse my language. So you're going to want to maybe do it on a towel to catch some of it. Watch out for these hog rings because they'll get you. So now, like, you can start peeling back the cover a little bit. And I'll show you what there's some rods in here. Let's see if we can get the camera up in there. Try to get a light. Okay, see those rods? They're deep in the plastic. They're in there right by my thumb. So those rods are held in by some hog rings, and they gotta come out. So what we gotta do is we gotta get them out of there for one thing. But now this one here is a little bit different than the other seat. I'm just gonna grab the hog rings and twist them and get as many hog rings off of that rod as I can. Okay, look at that. Sweet. Okay, there's the rod. Now the rod's coming out of there. And the rod basically holds the seat tight to the foam when you're hog ringing. Now this one here is different. This rod was kind of up to here on the other seat, so I could just grab it and pull it right out of there. But this one here is deep in, so you gotta think out of the box. 9 times out of 10, whatever you're working on, just get it, figure it out, and get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hog rings off on this side, if I can. So you really gotta grab them. Sometimes it's really hard to grab them. So yeah, this one came out too. Alright, I like it. Okay. So these rods just come right out of there. Sorry about that, I kind of had the camera messed up. So yeah, these rods, they just come right out of there and they sit inside the upholstery. They got a little channel in there, and I'll show you when I take it off. So this is cool. This one here came off easier than the other one did, so that's a plus. So there's on this one, there's a channel in here that holds this part tight to the foam. So in order to get this off, we need to razor blade it, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to get down in here quick. So if you can look way down in there, there's like a gray, let's see what we got. Oh man, it is tough to hold the camera. So right here, there's like a gray area, and you'll see it. It all depends on what you're doing and what seat you got. So anyway, I'm gonna razor blade that little area there, and it's like where a rod would go through, and we're just gonna eliminate that. So I'm gonna do that next, and I have a blade handy. Don't want to cut yourself. Don't want to. You're not going to cut don't cut the foam if you can help it. Here, now I'll give you a visual. Let's see. I'll give you a visual now. Now you can see it. Oh boy, we need a cameraman, buddy. So that's what I cut with the razor blade, and that was kind of like a channel into the foam. So you gotta think out of the box, and little things like that you just gotta figure out yourself. Every seat back's gonna be different. Every base bottom seat's gonna be different. So now this baby's ready to come off. So kind of just peel it down the best you can. Stand it up, and let's see if we can get it off of here. Kind of pull it, pry it. I would say take a razor blade, make it easy. Just don't cut the foam, This stuff is on there tight. See? Now you can just take it right off. Look at that. Done. Okay. Yeah, we don't care about this cover, obviously. So, this one here, sweet. Ready to rock and roll. See that side foam there? That all stays on. Just keep everything on you can. This will stay on. Not a big deal. So now we're ready to put the new cover on it. So let's set this aside. That cover there came off easier than the first one. I'm real happy with that. So now this is just going to slide right over this seat. Like I said, it's going to. So you want to get your seat over it. And here, I'm going to tilt. Watch out, bud. And you're just going to pull it down. It's going to take a little doing. Gotta go right and left. Now right away I can see how nice it's fitting here, but it's fitting kind of shitty here. So I'm going to try to pull it a little bit more, but probably going to end up living with this because that's how they sewed it. They didn't sew it where the crap right there. So we'll try to get it down a little bit more. Well, look, it got a little better. Just grab the upholstery and just pull it down. I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Maybe pull it down here. Yeah, it looks better now. Definitely looks better. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta get this part on there first. And you're gonna have to fight it, but you'll get it. It's about as good as it's getting, but that doesn't look too bad. you're gonna have little buckles. That's all in the making, you know. That's how they made this thing. So you're not gonna get them out when you put the seat on. So just so you know. But like I say, just grab it the best you can. Pull it down. Not bad. I'm okay with that. So now, make sure the seat obviously is on the blanket, because now we don't want to ruin anything. We don't want to ruin the outside. We're going to be laying it on this, so that's how we're going to be laying it. So yeah, there we go. Got you up a little high there. So now we got to put these rods in the seat channel, which is right here. Got to put the rods inside of this guy. So I'm going to get the rods in there on both sides and do that first. They're not going to fall out. This is the hardest part, I think, of getting this done. So the rod actually is smoother on this end, so that's the end I'm putting in. Like I say, the hog rings, you just put the rod in. You probably put the rod in that far because it's going to go into this channel, and then the hog rings are going to hold the rod to the seat foam and the spring. So I'm going to put the rod in on this side. Hopefully here, get it down in there. Yeah, there we go. It goes. Yep. Okay, now we're going to, I'm going to give you a visual here. So we're going to try to get hog ring to the very bottom of the rod, which is going to be down in there. As far down in there as we can. That's how that's got to go. And then we'll move outward, you know, with the hog rings to the rod to the seat. So this is how we got to do it. You're kind of wondering, how are we going to do it? Well, first thing we got to do is we got to get a hook tool. I want to make sure we ain't messing up the seat. Stand off or on the towel here. Okay, first thing we got to do is we got to get a hook tool. Got to get a hook tool down through here to the other side of the foam. And kind of find out where the channel is. Channel pretty much runs the whole length of this area here. That's where the channel is on the foam. Kind of see where the old hog ring was. So this is the tricky part. This is where basically the rubber meets the road, I'll tell you. Because this, like I say, we're going to end up doing it up in this area. So I'm going to I wish I had a camera person. Buddy, can you help us out here? We'll do this side first. Not a big deal. Do that side first. So, like I say, man, we gotta get the hog ring players in there. So we're gonna be about right in this area. Yeah, I'm just hoping you guys can see what's going on there. So it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. I don't know how the heck they did this from the factory. So you kind of got to get, so I'm getting the pick tool down in there. And I can see so yeah, that's coming. You want the pick to be right in the channel. So now I know that I'm in there. Okay, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, but I'll show you here. Okay, I'm just going to kind of have to explain that the rod in the upholstery channel has to go into the slash in the seat. So that's how it holds to the seat foam. So I want to show you a visual. I'm going to wiggle the rod here. So basically the rod is, or my hook tool is going to hook the rod that's through the seat channel. I'm going to pull it up tight. So this is the hard part of doing this upholstery stuff. So you want to get the hook, obviously, on the rod. You want to hook the rod. And it's not going to be, like super easy. Once you get the rod hooked, you want to guide the rod into that channel of the seat. And you know it's in there because you can see it. So I'm kind of holding pressure. I'm holding pressure on the rod. And I'm pulling it my way. And I have a screwdriver. I don't see it. Here it is. Got it. Now, where's the hog ring pliers when you need it? So, something I learned on the other one was you kind of want to make a little hole so you can see what the heck you're doing. Because this rod has to come all the way up, and it's got to connect to the frickin' seat foam. And to the metal channeling here, where we unhooked the hog rings. That's what you gotta hook the rod to back on. You gotta put them hog rings back on the same way you took them off. So I actually kind of got it where I need it. Kind of wondering where my hog ring tool went, because I don't see it. Okay, here it is right in front of me. Thing would have bit me. So I'm going to show you what we got here. First we're gonna load the hog ring pliers. Just kind of got to open it up, it's spring loaded, and get the hog ring ready to rock. Wear safety glasses because you never know. Now, as you can see, I got a screwdriver underneath the upholstery rod. I'm going to call that the rod going through the upholstery. So that's the upholstery rod. So here's an old hog ring. you can see the hog ring kind of went over this wiring here. But what you don't see is there's another wire. There's another wire that runs in this foam, and it's right there. And that's kind of, there's another wire that runs through the foam that you don't see, that you kind of want to hook the upholstery rod to. So that's this is where the hard part comes in. So I'm kind of wondering where that rod is. I see the rod here. I know it's coming through, so it's got to be, it's like right under, it's like right here. It's underneath this rod. So I'm going to try to hook the hog ring from here all the way around this. Get that old one out of there quick. That should just come out of there. You would think. Okay. That'll come. There we go. So, shouldn't be that big of a deal. So I got the screwdriver holding that rod up, and I got it pried underneath the seat. So if you can do that, that's half the battle. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do it and see what we can do. See if I can get this light. Try to keep the light in there. I don't know. It's going to be a iffy situation. So we got the hog ring pliers loaded. I'm going to try to go under that, and under the whole thingamabobberoo. I'm going to pull up. I want to see that rod coming through there. Yep, that other rod is running. It's running right where we want it to be. So I'm going to go underneath. And there's not a lot of room in here. I'm going to try to do that, but I don't think I got it. But I got something going. But I'm going to do it again before I unhook everything, because it's all right there. It's where it needs to be right now. Do one side at a time. I got an idea here. I know I didn't get it. I know I didn't get it where it needed to be. There we go. Now I'll get it this time. I'm just gonna get this hog ring out of here. It's a wasted hog ring. Not a big deal. Oh, okay. Looks like we lost everything, but that's okay. We'll get it back. Oh, jeez. Yeah, looks like we gotta start over. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. So now, just gotta start over now. No big deal. So now I'm reaching in with my hook. I'm grabbing the rod that's in the upholstery. I'm pulling it in into that groove. That's where it's gotta go. Okay, she's in again. Oh man. Okay. Gonna try to hook this underneath that dealy bob again. If I can, there we go. Oh, we're gonna get it this time. I got it underneath there. And try to separate. I'm going to try to separate the outer spring to that big spring. Okay, now I know where it is. Oh, we got it this time. Now we got it. Yeah. Trial and error. As you can see, this main rod that's running through the interior piece, the seat cover, now is connected to this other rod that's inside the seat foam. That's where you want to connect it. So you don't have to connect it to this outer part if you don't want to, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to put one here, a hog ring from here to here. Not going to worry about that rod, the main rod. So, because that's kind of how it was from the factory. So that's what I'm going to do next. See if we can get another hog ring in there. And you want to be careful to not have any hog rings where the upholstery is, because I'm pretty sure it's going to ruin it. So now I'm going to just gently hog ring that. So I basically hog ring the inner wire to this outer spring, and that's kind of how they had it. They had the four hog rings there, but now we got to connect. We have to connect that inner, the main rod to this inner rod. So we did that. We hog ring the outer to this spring, and we're going to continue on the battle here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this side next. So we're going to move the camera to this side here. That was about the best visual I could give you. Gonna get that out of there, gonna get that out of there, and we're gonna look and see what's going on. There you go. It's awesome. So you can see the difference. It just pulls, basically this line is where the channel is. So that rod kind of gets down into the seat, it pulls it in tight. It kind of looks good here. So yeah, you can see once we get that rod in this side, or the hog ring connected to the rod, it's gonna look sweet. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm not messing up the seat cover, which I don't want to. So I'm going to actually I might have marked it, but it'll be fine. Just going to throw another towel down here. Heat of battle. Okay. All right. So, yeah, hard part is not messing up the outer upholstery. Okay. Now I'm just gonna throw this. Gotta throw this rod down in here, the hook tool. Okay, we're looking good. Yeah, they don't give you much room. So now I got the hook tool in, and I'm gonna hook onto that main rod. I don't like how that's looking there. I can't really connect the way I want to. So I'm going to do a little something different here. Okay, now There we go. Now I got a little better angle at that rod, I think. I got the rod hooked. Trying to get it down in that channel if we can. I think it's in there. Yep, it's in there. Oh boy, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll try to keep pressure on it. So I got the rod. So now I'm going to try to get the screwdriver underneath it, which I can see. And I wedged it in there. So I did the same thing as I did on the other side. I wedged the screwdriver underneath the rod and I basically got pressure up towards me. So now I want to find that rod that runs through the foam, which I think is right there. Just want to double check. Yep, there's the rod. So I have to gotta get the hog ring around the inner foam rod and the main rod. So here we go. Like I say, this is the hardest part of this job, is getting the hog ring around where it needs to be. Ruthering. There we go. Kind of that got out of my way. So I see where the rod is. Let's see if I can get this around this way. I could. Yeah, kind of pulling up. Boy, I hope you guys can see, because I'm sorry that I don't have a camera, man. So I'm going to. It'd be nice if this inner deal is kind of in the way, but I think I can get around it. Let's see if we can get some light up in there. Hope I'm not blocking the camera, but I gotta get down in here. Gotta get the hog ring. Oh, that's tough. Gotta get the hog ring around. Oh, I got an idea. Like you say, you gotta think out of the box every time you're working on something. I'm hoping, this is my idea, I'm gonna take this long nose vice grip, see if I can put the inner foam rod closer to the main rod that went through the upholstery here. Then I can hog ring it. Right now it's too far away. I can't get the hog ring on it. Oh, this will work. This will work if I can just get underneath it. Come on, get it close. And then get the hog ring back in there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Screwdriver kind of. Okay, alright, we still got it. Now I think I can do it. Oh, come on, come on. I don't know. Yep, we got it. We got it. So, yeah, got the main. Let's see here. We got the hog ring around the main rod there and around that inner foam rod. So that's kind of where it's all got to be. So now I'm going to put another hog ring First we're going to look at the outside, make sure we're okay. Yep, look at that. It's probably like right in this area. So you can see how it just sucked it in. Alright, now we're looking good. It's starting to take shape now. So you can see, you know, the hog ring's probably like right here and right here. Just pulled the upholstery down into that foam channel. Okay, let's I kind of want to put a foam or a hog ring around this outer spring to that rod that runs through the foam. So let's see if we can do that quick. It's kind of nice. These hog rings are pretty sweet. So let's see. If I can get. I don't think it's that necessary, but okay, there we go. There we go. I see it. But now that dang rod is so close. So close to the other rod, it's almost impossible to do it. Well, let's see. Okay. Nope. That was an unsuccessful try. So yeah, the hog ring just kind of went around, but it didn't do anything. So let's see. I'm gonna try a different part here. There we go. Now I got it. I'm just gonna move the hog ring down just a sliver. Just kind of want to do it the way it was, you know. Try to get it as close to the original as you can. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, I just put a hog ring right there to the main rod that runs through the foam. So it just pulls everything a little bit tighter. Okay. So now we're going to put another, the other hog ring right here. Open. So they had a hog ring right here. And hopefully we can go around this and around everything. Just kind of suck it in there tight and see what we got. So first thing we got to do. Okay, I can see the rod there. So get the hook down in there. I can see it. That's perfect. So now I'm going to try to hook. Use the light here just so I can see what the heck's going on. Oh yeah, this is going pretty good. So I'm just taking my hook tool. I got a hold of that inner rod. Yeah. Okay. I got that old hog ring in the way. I'm gonna see if we can get this out of here. Which I did. Hopefully we ain't got no hog rings over here. So make sure the debris is not underneath your seat foam, because it'll ruin your seat cover basically the day. Okay. Okay. Looking good. Okay, I got a screwdriver underneath the main rod. And that's kind of holding it up. I'm looking for that. Okay, there's that rod. Hoping. Okay. Ooh, glad I got screwdriver underneath there. Okay, there's the main rod. Like I say, that's the hardest part of the whole deal. I'll make sure we're okay out here, which we are. Just have to somehow get that deal. Gotta get the hog ring around both of them. Okay, here we go. Come on. And they don't give you any room in here. Here we go. Got it. Got it. Okay, now that I got that hook, I'm just going to kind of keep it in there. I'm going to try to do another hog ring around the spring. Because, like I said, that's kind of how they had it. Maybe I can do it. Oh, I can do it. Got it. Sweet. Get the hook tool out of there. So now we got one here, and we're looking good. Pulled in tight. Looking good. When we pull the seat tight, it should look good. Okay, now we're gonna do this one. I'm actually turn the seat. Be careful, I ain't got no hog rings over here because that's where all the debris was going. And last thing I want to do is ruin this seat cover. Can ruin it pretty quick. So I'm gonna double check. No hog rings. Okay. Now I'm gonna get this old hog ring out of here, and that's around the inner foam rod. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stick that down in there. See if I can hook the rod, the inner rod. Move the camera titch. You know yeah, this is going real good. Okay, there we go. I see it. All I gotta do is okay, I got it. So I'm going to keep tension on it. Try to get that screwdriver underneath it. Okay, I can see it. have to do anything here. Let's see the rod. Oh man, it all looks pretty close. I might be able to just do it here. Get the hog ring in there. Maybe. But like I say, they don't give you much room in here. Let's see if we can just try it. Don't know if I got it. Don't think I got it. But I'm not going to let go of the hog, or I'm not going to let go of it just yet, because I'm going to give it one more try. Throw a couple hog rings over there. Yeah, they don't give you a whole lot of room there. I think maybe. Got it. Got it. So now I'm going to try to do one hog ring over that inner foam spring. Everything looks good. The rod's in the channel. It looks sweet there. I probably wouldn't have to do that, but that's how they had it, from the factory. So let's see if we can do it. It's not giving me a whole lot of room there, but we're just gonna try to do the vice grip thing again. But I'll probably have to cut that in there. Yeah, there's just not a lot of room in here to be doing anything. So now I got the spring closer. I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. So as you can see, I put a hog ring around that outer spring to the inner foam rod. Not too complicated, but let's see what it looks like over here. Look at that. Fits in there nice. Fits in this channel of the foam. Perfect. That looks really nice. Ain't gonna beat that. So now let's go ahead and hog ring it around, get this part of it done. This is all in real time right now, so I'm not sure how long it's taking. So, yeah, I'm gonna move the camera here, make sure. I'm gonna double check I don't have any hog rings under here. Oh, I got a brand new one, but that wasn't even close to where we were working. So, got a bunch of old hog rings out there. Got a nice razor blade. That'll hurt you. Okay. All right, here we go. So now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move the camera here a titch. Oh, look at the bud man. He's sitting on the new seat cover. What you got going over there, bud? Oh my goodness. He's checking out the new seat cover. He's trying it out. Now you're a good boy, aren't you? Okay. All right. Now we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull this around and we're gonna get this thing wrapped up. So, just gonna one-hand it here for a sec. I'll show you. See, remember the other cover had this part was really long, and they hog ringed it into here. So it's gonna be it's a tough one, but that's about as good as it's gonna get, you know. But the cool thing is you can start hog rigging it up here, and then just, you know, it's as tight as it's gonna get. It's not gonna get any better or any worse. Yeah. So I'm gonna hog ring it. I'm gonna hog ring it up here and work my way down. Probably gonna do this part first. We'll just hog ring it tight here. Oh. Yep. I think I'll hog ring it here. It's all trial and error, you know. So I think I'll start here. I'll hog ring this side. I'll do this side, and then we'll pull it tight there, and then we'll wrap it up on the bottom. So I'll make it easy every time. You know, make sure you load up your hog ring first. Get where you want to be. Know where it's got to go. There's like little holes here. So there you go. Don't forget we got that cover that's going to be going on here. So now if I wanted to, I could hog ring it right here too. So I might as well. So I'm going to load up. And there's a spot. All these little hole areas right here, here, there, that's where you want to hog ring. So I'm going to try to hog ring, you know, on those holes. So I'm going to pull it tight there. I know there's a hole right here. Done. Got them two done. Might as well do this one while we're at it. See if we can make quick work of these, of the hog rings here, and get this top cover done. So just know where your hole is. Your next hog ring is going to be right there. So I'm going to pull it tight. Cinch it. Load it. Right there. Cinch it. Ring it. Yep, we're going to make quick work of this now. Load it. Right here, cinch it. Ring it. Yeah, looking good. This side looks really good, so I'm just going to go ahead and hog ring it. Oh man, I forgot to load it. Got ahead of myself. Hey, if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe to the channel. It's helping me grow, one subscriber at a time. And I appreciate anyone and everyone who watches the videos. Maybe share. Just make them just to show, you know, how I get it done, and then hopefully it'll help somebody out. Okay, I messed up on that one. I thought the window was right there, but it wasn't. So try it again. Oh, I just missed it by a bit. Okay, there we go. I know we got a window. Oh, yep, right there. You can find them with your thumb and stuff. Okay. Okay, continue on down this row. Good, we can make a couple of these holes. I'll show you what I was talking about. Simple. Okay. And just, you know, they make these seat covers. They're not perfect seat covers. They're not perfect. Nothing's perfect. You want them to be, but they're not. I'd say more hog rings in it, the better. You know, keeps everything solid. Okay, I got one right there. Okay, put that in there. Okay, now. Yep. Jeez. Just freak out if I ever got a hog rig underneath there. That just won't be good. So, this is what I was talking about. You just gotta really yank on it. But see, now, this is what sucks. This piece should be longer so I could hog ring it in, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, this is my suggestion. The other one I could reach. I got to the hole, but there was only maybe a 1/4 inch. Well, I'd say we put a hole right there so we can hog ring this to that. It's got to get done. I mean, you can't just leave it hanging there like that. Yeah, let's see here. How about... Ooh, I got a good idea. I'm going to... Thinking out of the box. Can we run the hog ring through that? I think we can. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Alright. Can't do 2 hog rings though. So I'm going to put another hole in there because I got a bad feeling. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You can't. I don't know if I got that real tight in there or what. Don't want that coming loose. Now let's see what we got here. Come on, come on. Go through the. Yeah, it just doesn't seem. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's that tight to me, but it's holding. So there's that foam sticking through there I don't like. I'll paint that black, or I'll cut it off with the razor blade, or do it. Do what I gotta do. I'll just wait until it's all together, and then we'll go from there. But I'll probably end up trimming that. But we got a piece that covers this too, so we'll see. We'll see what it covers and what it doesn't. This piece here should be underneath the upholstery. It should look like that. So let's see if we can get that under there like that. Alright, let's work on this side. Let's get this side figured out, and then we'll flap it over and get that side figured out. So double checking, making sure I ain't got no hog rings laying around. Okay, now look at this side. This side kind of goes. Watch out, bud. You're gonna get it. This side kind of goes to that hole where you can hog ring it, but I'm still gonna drill a hole maybe in this area and try to get another clamp on it. So let's see. I'll load it. And it's already really tight. The upholstery looks really nice right here, so you're not going to get it really any better. Not going to get it any better up there. That's just how it's got to be. So yeah, give it a good pull. Try to hold it with your thumb. Have the hog ring ready to go. I'm just hoping that. Got a feeling it's just going to pull out of there, but. You can put a couple hog rings in there, and then I'm going to drill a hole, kind of like we did on the other side. So I don't want that coming loose. I do not want this coming loose. I don't think these hog rings are that tight, to be honest with you. So I'm going to drill a hole here. Just to be on the safe side. See if we can get a ring in there. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Okay, there you go. Alright. Okay, now remember I was saying we're gonna have to put some holes in here. Gotta put a hole in for this side and for that. So what I did on the other side was just keep it small, you know. I'm gonna pull it tight, which has nothing to do. So that's it. You ain't gonna get no better than that. So I'm pulling it tight right now. So that's what we're getting. With a hole or without a hole or what? Okay. So basically all I did was I pulled it tight. I just kind of cut it right here. Kind of keep on pulling it tight. Maybe down just a little bit. No reason to make the hole any bigger than we have to. That works. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a hog ring right there. We're good. And pull it tight. And I'm going to put just kind of holding it with my thumb, holding the tension. Looking good there, looking good there. Now here's that other little guy. So all I'm going to do here, just going to cut it. Not going to really cut this way. I'm going to cut more this way just to give it. All I did is slice it. Just a little slice. Just gotta move the seat. That little dealy bob, just a titch. Okay, it looks like still gotta give it. Okay. I got tension on it. There we go. Now the back, the seat back is going to cover all this. It's going to cover it like right to there, I think. Look at buddy's over there. He's over there on on top of the new seat cushion. Huh? You're a funny boy, bud. Okay. Okay, now the next step. I'm gonna put one more hog rind. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now we're going to put the holes in here for that seat back, and that's actually ready to go on. One note to self: I'm going to wire wheel the best I can on these arms, and I'm going to paint them. I'm going to paint them black because I want it to look as good as it can look. So there we go. That's looking sweet. Nice and tight in there. Everything looks good. I don't know if I think I might. No. Oh, I think we're gonna be okay. That's dirt. Thank you, Laura. All right, that's just dirt. I thought I marked the cover up there, but I didn't because I was being dumb. Okay, now I'll give you an idea of how I put the holes in here for the seat back. That's real simple, not a big deal. First thing I do for any of the holes, so what do we got going? I think we got those round little guys. I'm trying to think of where they go. It's hard to find an 1/8" hole. So we're gonna look at the old seat. I just want to see what's going on here. Okay, so we're gonna put the seat back on first. You can kind of see how I cut the hole out for the little notch there. Barely even did it, and it works. So I'm not worried about cutting too much. So all it's got to do is move. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the seat back on, and if you notice, in line, these little stubs are right in line with these lines. So I'm going to go ahead and put the seat back on, and then we'll kind of have an idea where to look for the holes for these. And these holes, hopefully, if we have to, we'll drill them, but see what we got to do there. So let's go ahead and find the seat back holes quick. Okay, this is simple. You just reach up in here. Don't cut your finger. There's 4 of them. Basically, what I do is I mark them. I know exactly where they are, where my thumb is. Mark them. Find them before you dicking around. So yeah, this is where the seat, you can see where the seams are different, but the seat cover or the back pad should lay on there pretty decent. So and that'll be okay. Yep. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 screws that hold on the back. So this is how I kind of get them holes working. Basically, I just heat up. Let's use my torch and heat up something that will go through the upholstery here. So I already know where it is. So you just kind of, just so it just makes it easier for the for them clips to go in. Not a big deal. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready to put that on. Okay, I was going to put the back on. We got the holes in obviously, but I was going to put the back on, but it's a little fresh, so I'm just going to wait. I'll put that on later. So let's go ahead and get the bottom of the seat going. Get that tore down, and we'll see. I'll give you some hot tips on putting that cover on. Okay, let's get started on the seat bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and take it apart. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. And the seat bottom's got its own challenges. But I do believe it's a little easier than the seat back. These holes are going to be easy to find. These ones will be not really, but they're lined up basically with the seams here. So this one's off to this side a little bit more than that one is, but I had to drill the holes for the other seat. Okay, so we got this part pretty much taken apart. Now we gotta take the tracks off. Not a big deal. Need the hook to do the spring. Hopefully. Let's see. Not that big of a deal. Set that down. Just remember where the springs go, but we got the other seat to look at when we go throw this thing back together. Let's see now. Sorry for the noise. Whoa. Some earmuffs on. These are on there. Just remember how they go. Not a big deal. I think the bottom should go pretty quick. These things got the same dealy bobs, just gotta flip them over, get that part of it off. Yeah, let me see here. Grab your safety glasses. You never know when something's gonna fly up, hit you in the eye. It's okay, bud. It's okay, boy. Probably just do this. Buddy, stop. Okay, yeah, this is I wish this stuff was on the new seats. I like this. This is simple. You don't have to do any hog rings. But let's see here. Okay. Got that part of it. Yeah, I mean you can rip the seat if you want. You can, however you want to get the seat off. It's okay, bud. Now we got rods in here too. The rods are right there. Got two of them on either side. So they got to come out of there. I didn't try pulling them out on the other seat. But I'm gonna see if they'll pull out of here. I don't know if they will or not. Nope. They will not pull out. Oh, that's something to try. So, just like on the other seat, we got hog rings in there. We got hog rings there. We got hog rings there and hog rings there. And might even have a couple hiding in there somewhere. The other seat had some hiding. So I'm going to go ahead and rip them out of there the best we can. Let's see what we got here. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start working on these rings. Like I say, you just grab them and twist, and they should come out of there. They come out of there. But the other seat bottom had some hiding, so we'll see if this one's got them hiding in there. We'll just get the ones out we can see. They gotta come out. I mean, you can't leave them in there. Try to get them. Now this one's a tough one. This one is a tough one. I got the screwdriver underneath it. That helped. Kind of opened it up. Now I can get it. I don't know if I'd want to do seats for a living. Upholstery. I don't think it's not really my forte. I suppose a guy would get good at it if he done them every day. Yeah, this I'm trying to open this one up too because it's hard to get at with the pliers here. Okay, I got, once I opened it with the screwdriver. Okay, I got the ones I could see, but like I say, yeah, the last one I did, there was a bunch hiding. And this one's hiding too. So the main thing is we don't mess up the foam. I can cut this. I can cut this out of here if I wanted to. Cut the upholstery right off of the seat. And maybe that's what we'll do, but I think I see where it's holding right here. That I found it hiding in there. I don't know how they got it in there, but they did. There's a bunch of them. Must be a bunch of them hiding. Yep. I think we'll do this one a titch different. This one, I think we're just gonna make it go as quickly as possible. I don't want to hurt the seat foam, so I'm gonna take it real gentle in here. But we got to get the cover off. Once we get the cover off, then we'll be okay. Here's that. Yeah, look at this. They got all these hog rings down in there holding it. So this is the way to do it right here. Just take the mystery out of it. I can grab the hog ring. Oh yeah, this is it. The other one did not have all these hog rings. And how do they put these hog rings in from the factory like this? I got no clue. Yeah, this is crazy here. Be working on it all day. Yeah, they're coming right up. And we don't really want to mess up the rod either. So that's cool. Now we're making some progress. Okay, now there's one coming across. In front. So we'll take that off all at the same time. Sweet. Oh, brother. Sorry about that. Somehow the camera got twisted. I didn't put it down right. So yeah, all these, there's a bunch of hog rings down inside of here. I'm going to go just like they were here. There's that rod. There's that rod right there that everything's got to get attached to. So, I'm going to go ahead and get these rings off of this. much. Yep, just coming right on now. Okay, we got it. Just like that. So now, I'm going to take these rods out of here. If we can get them out. Might have to cut them because they got these stupid rings on them. So, just cut them out of here. A little cutting ourselves. Okay. Okay. Just be careful with the razor blade. Yeah. We'll just cut it out of here. Yeah, the other seat did not have all these hog rings in there. That's a good thing. Buddy the protector. Hey, it's okay, bud. It's okay, little boy. That's okay, don't worry. Bud's doing his job. Yep. Alright, looks like we're just gonna cut this out of here. No big deal. Okay. Rod out. Let's see if we can get this one out here. This one got all bent to smithereens here, but we'll straighten it. Being careful. Boy, I don't like working with razor blades. Yep. Gonna go get a new one. Okay, just about got this out. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Enough. Okay. And that. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bent up. We're gonna throw this on out of the way. This rod just needs to be straightened. It's pretty messed up. So let's look at it and straighten it where it needs. Nothing big. That's pretty good. Straightened out pretty quick. Okay, but it looks like you're gonna have to give us a seat bottom, bud. Come on, gotta give it up. Give it up, boy. Okay. First thing we'll do is we'll throw the rods in. I'll just get them in there. Not a big deal. It's easier to put them through the front here. these rods are a lot thinner than the other big solid rod was. These ones are a little easier to work with. But yeah, just put the rods in any way you can. Get them in there as far as you can. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just get the remaining hog rings out of here because I don't want them to be in the way. They look good? Okay. Alright, now we gotta get the seat bottom in this thing. So what do we do? Say maybe something like this. One way or the other, you gotta get it in there. It comes with this string looking thing. It doesn't really do anything. Let's see. Okay. Yep, you get the cover on there as good as you can. Keeping it on the towel. Watching out for hog rings that could be running about. Okay, not bad. Not bad, but gotta get. So I'm pulling the cover down. I want the cover off of this front as much as possible. So I'm just kind of pulling it down. It looks better now. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Now it's coming around like it needed to. So yeah, the front was definitely needed to be pulled up. So now it looks pretty good. That's about as good as it's getting. So double checking again. Alright. So technically we gotta get, now that we got the seat cover basically where we want it, we gotta peel it back now, and we gotta get them rods up in there. We gotta get the clip up in there. Yeah. So basically it's the same thing. Yeah. We gotta see if we can look down in there. We gotta get the rod into the groove, and you can kind of see that it's getting in the groove on that side. So once it's in the groove there, I'm gonna get a hook in there, and we are going to hog ring it. Now this one should be it shouldn't be as hard, but we gotta find it, you know. I'm gonna set you up on this side. So we gotta find the groove. So I'm assuming okay. I got the hook in there. Now I'm trying to hook it to the rod. Which I did. And it's in the groove. Okay. Oh yeah, this is, at least I got it in the groove. Okay. Now, I'll take my blade, just kind of see if I can see what's going on there. Basically, I'm trying to find I'm trying to find the rod. I got it. I got the rod and it's in the groove. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's in the groove. Starting in the front, and then we're gonna end up doing another one back there, but gotta get this one first. So, but I want to be able to find the rod so I can hog ring it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm actually going to get a hog ring ready to go in case we do see it. Yeah, I think I spoke too soon because this seat bottom is a little tougher than the other one was. Alright, here we go. Okay. I got it and I see it. We don't really need this. I think we're gonna be okay if I can just, oh yeah, come on. Ah, brother. I don't think I got it. Nope, missed it. Missed it by a second. Hit or miss. Okay, we're gonna get it. Oh, we're gonna use the old vice grip method. Get it close. They're so far apart that the hog ring isn't wide enough. I was close though. I almost had it. Okay. Man, we are just like. So now this rod that runs through is clamping onto these springs. That's what the rod's doing. That's what we got to get hog ringed. So I'm getting underneath it. Oh, I got it. Got it that time. Okay, we got it. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we're in. As you can see, from this side to this side. So we'll do this one here, and then we'll do the backs. So hopefully this side will be a titch easier. Okay, just getting that in there. I'll wait now. Let's see. So I getting the rod in, or getting the hook in. Grabbing on. Not really, just feeling it. Can't see it. Trying to grab onto that rod. I think I got it. I got it. Oh, I had it. Okay. Okay. Got it. Sometimes you just gotta feel it. Okay, now I'm gonna dig around here a little bit. Okay. Alright. I think we're gonna get this one a little easier. I'm hoping. Okay. If I can get the hog ring in there, we'll get it. Oh, brother. Nope. There's not a lot of room. Nope, not a lot of room. It's a tight fit in there. Let's see. Well, this one here looks like we're gonna have to use the vice grip. Like that. Oh, come on. I don't think we need this hook in there anymore. The vice grip's holding everything together now. Oh, if I can just get underneath it. Nope. Okay, right there. Come on. Oh, come on. Got it. Nice. There we go. It's in. Now we'll get the two backs in the channel. Might as well do this side, this back one here, so it's closer, so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, first thing I gotta do is get the hook in. Let's see if we can get it in here. Okay. Yeah. Main thing is that that rod is in the channel, in the seat foam channel. Okay. Basically, I'm trying to dig a hole in the foam to find the rod. Which I got. Oh, it's right there too. We got this one, hopefully. I didn't load the hog ring pliers, but okay, come on. Oh yeah, we got this one, no problem. Let's make sure we got it. Yep, look at that, it's in the channel. Oops. pull that around. Once we get it in there, we'll pull the seat tight and stretch it and do what we gotta do. Okay, we gotta get this side now. Get the hook in there. That should be it. Okay. Oh, brother. Just playing it right here. Okay. I got it. Main thing is get it up in there. Okay, and I'm going to dig a little bit. Sometimes you can just open it up with a blade, I guess. Yeah, this. Can't see it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Come on. Okay, there it is. I see it. Keep tension on it so I don't lose it. Well, it's right there, but I think we're going to do the old be nice if I could get the vice grip up in there, but I see the rod, it's right there. So, oh, come on. I think we got it. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That was a tough one. Yep, there we go. All right, we got the rods in there. Now it's time to do some more stretching and pulling and you're gonna have to get on it. Yep, just gonna have to stretch and pull as much as we can. Okay. Yep, stretch and pull, stretch and pull. Okay. It's as good as she's getting. Make sure it's down that way as much as possible. Gonna pull the crap out of it. That's about what we're getting. Okay. Let's see about that. Looks a little, I don't know. Let's see. It looks alright in here, but basically that's the wrinkles or how they sewed it. So if you look at this side, there's barely any wrinkles. It's kind of nice. This side here, pretty choppy. Right on the inside edge here. I don't really like it, but not a whole lot I can do. I can't stretch it. I can't stretch them out of there. It's almost like we're making it worse. But this is real nice in here. This is a little choppy. That's just what you get. unfortunately. So let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna pull it tight. We'll put a hog ring right there and just see what it's gonna do. Just a quick one. I just kind of want to see. Yeah, it ain't bad. I mean, it'll probably relax, but that's not bad. I can live with it. I'm pretty picky, but I'm learning, not to be so picky. Yeah, it ain't bad. I think once it sits in there for a while, it'll be okay. But yeah, we got them in there. Got the power rings in. All we can do is the best we can do. Whoever sewed it up, it is what it is. So there we go. Let's get this thing cinched up. So we'll go ahead and might as well just do the back. See until we're working on it. So yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it. Make sure I don't got my hog rings down here. Okay. Pull that. You can always take them back out if you don't like something, You're not stuck. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get a hog ring in there. Try not to rush anything. Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna get much better. You can't, even if you pulled it tight, you can't get any better, but the seat bolt's on right here. So yeah, the seat's gonna mount right there, so you're not gonna see any of this stuff. Pull it tight there. Doesn't really even need to be pulled tight, to be honest. Yeah, okay. This string here doesn't really do a whole lot. It just kind of keeps everything on there. Yeah, you don't really have to pull this stuff too tight because it's already nice up in here, and it's supposed to have a little give there anyway. So all in all, not looking bad. So we're just gonna hog ring it. Not gonna pull it too tight. And I'm gonna put some holes in it. So yeah, we'll just hog ring it the best we can and go from there. So this seat, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it was a little tougher than the last one. So yeah, they're all gonna be a little different, I guess. Gotta think out of the box 9 times out of 10 to get anything done. Let's see if we can hog ring something right there. Do the best you can on any repair that you're working on. I mean, it's never, I don't think any repair is perfect, so all I know is if I gave it, my all, that's all I'm looking for. A lot of guys I see are satisfied with mediocre. I like a little better than mediocre, to be honest. I think in the end it looks better, the job. You can tell when somebody hacks something, everything you do on a project has to look decent, you know. Kind of like painting the rust on the bottoms here. I'm not throwing that back on until I wire wheel it. I'm going to paint this whole thing black on both tracks. Yep. Look at that. It's not bad. It kind of relaxed in there. It's still not going to be perfect, but that's the way that's going to be. It's not getting any better than that. Now this string, realistically, I think is there just to hold it. And you put some hog rings in and you call it good. So we're going to do a couple more rings here. Because I'm going to cut that string right off. You know, it's not going to be doing anything. What you doing, boy? So we'll do the front, and then we'll put a couple holes in the back, and this bottom is going to be done. Now we struggled a little bit. That was real time on this repair here. So you're gonna struggle. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hog ring this. Why not? Kind of keep that seam tight if we can. Now this one there, I'm not going to be able to. But guess what? I'm going to drill a hole like we did the last one. I'm going to use the hole. We'll hog ring into the hole. Kind of like that. Keep that area tight. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Now there's no place for this one to go, so I'm going to put a screw in it. I drill it and hog it. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, making sure. Oh, you don't want that just hanging there. I want it cinched down. So to pull it tight. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one actually. Come on. Oh boy. Okay, I'm pulling. Alright, now we got a little more. Come on. That one didn't work. Well, hopefully we can get this to work. What the heck? Put the hole on the wrong side or what? I think I put the hole on the wrong side of it for some odd reason. Or, there we go. I got it. There we go. That ain't bad. So at least it's cinched in there, it's tight. So, now all we gotta do is make the track holes. I could probably trim that around there, but I'm not going to because the track will hold it down. And it's, you know, solid. So I'll just make holes in the leather for the track. We'll do that now. I'm not going to put tracks on because they're getting painted. I'm finding the track bolt or the track holes. I'm going to put Put some holes in there. We're gonna heat it or torch it and put some holes in there, like we did on the other ones. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is go wire brush those tracks, or wire wheel them. And get them just chassis black. I'm not going to put them on, obviously. So we got the holes ready for that. And now we got to put, should have left that on. We're going to put 2 holes here. Going to find them with the scratch off first. You can see right where they go. And I'm just using a Torx bit, whatever size that is, T30. And just gently make sure you know where the holes are first. Don't be dicking around, you know. I do this with carpet too. If you're putting in some carpet and you got to find the seatbelt hole, because you got to make the hole, find it with a scratch awl, then use this and kind of make it bigger, whatever, with heat. So that's how I do that. Now this piece here, I'm just going to clean up quick. Just get a little Windex on it. Not a big deal. It doesn't, you don't see it anyway, but just kind of get some of the dust off it. And then we got, I believe it sits like that. But I'm going to look at the other seat quick. Just to make sure we got it going in the right direction. Yep, that's how that goes. Let's see if we get some. I recommend screwing it in by hand real quick, making sure you're threaded in. Boy, would that'd be a nightmare if you cross-threaded it. Okay, now we got those, got these round guys that gotta go in there, these little dudes. I recommend just drilling a couple holes in there. They sit right there on both. I'm going to double check on the other seat. Yep. Yep, they're right in line. They're right in line with the channel there. So, and they're right on the very edge. So I'm going to take a scratch. If I don't find it, I'm going to drill it. Pretty dull bit. So, yeah, you could scratch around there all day. and not find it and ruin the seat. It's not worth it, not to me, man. So we're going to just get that one in and put this one in line. Gonna use a scratch, make sure it's on the edge. Never gonna find it. Okay. Okay, check that out. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna get these cleaned up. Yeah, you can't throw. Oh, I mean, you can throw these back in, but they look terrible. I got brand new carpet going in the car, and there's no way I'm putting these in on the seats. No way. So yeah, the seat bottom ain't bad. I can live with it. Sure is a lot better than it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these wire brush them, clean them up good, paint them, and get them on the seat. And I'll show you what I got when I'm done. What do you think, bud? Yep, we'll show you what I got when I'm done. Okay, I got the tracks painted. Now we're going to install this back cover and get this thing wrapped up. So yeah, I already got the holes in there. Now we just gotta line them up. Got that one. Got that one. Just gotta make sure they're in the holes. That's the main thing. Got that one in there. And got that one. They're just springs, so hold on. Got 2 screws. Let's see. Sorry about moving the camera. So we got 2 screws here, and then we got a chrome dealy bob there. And let's see. That goes like that. Allen wrench to hold that. And we got the 2 screws. I'll drill if they don't line up. That one's not lining up. That one's lining up. So I'll drill the one. I'm gonna put this one in here. Pretty base. Let's see. Appreciate you watching. The seat rebuild. Yeah. Never know what you're gonna run into. That looks pretty sweet. Yeah, just, made sure this was dry. It was a little tacky, so I didn't want to put it on and leave fingerprints in it. I painted the arms here. Didn't get that carried away, but I did paint them. Just wire brushed them. So now we're gonna throw the back on the bottom there. So how did I do that? Let's see. I think we did it like this. trick. There's really no trick on this stuff. I put the holes in. Okay, I just want to make sure they're going to be lining up. Got a washer. It's kind of hard to see. Okay. Say screw them in by hand just to make sure they're in there. That one's in. Yeah, we'll get the other side in, hopefully. Do a trial run here, make sure. Yep, got it. See how this washer comes in, and then you can't see the hole. Got it. Sweet. So let's see. So yeah, that's a T45 Torx. It's got that collar on there, so you got to get it lined up with the. Okay, got that. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Okay. That latch is good. Some dirt on there. A little dust. Now all we gotta do is put these little covers on. Throw that under there. And this seat will be done. Like I said, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe to the channel. It seems slow but sure on getting subscribers, but it is what it is. Okay, look at that. That lines right up. I use the pick to line it up. Hopefully. Ah, jeez. I was using my tool. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's try it one more time. Screwed into the plastic anyway. Yeah, look at the foam's kind of sticking out there. Alright, one more time. Now this is threaded, so hopefully it'll just go right in. Yep, don't want to overdo it. And yeah, the seat is unstable because of the way the track is. So I got it propped up. Let's see. Let's see. So we got one more. Everything's painted. This thing's supposed to go underneath here a little bit, like that. Just kind of guessing now. Oh, geez, look at that. I find it. Can't believe it. Okay. Alright, this is it. This is a done deal. A little bit of cleaning. Well, there we go. Not sure how long it took, but you know, this is pretty much real time. Had to do the paint on the tracks and stuff. Other than that, we just kept it going. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I wasn't too happy how it looked in here, but it's looking better for some odd reason. And you don't really see it in back anyway. So yeah, this is how you put seat covers on 1973 Mustang Coupe seats. So anyway, totally appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, maybe even leaving a comment on the channel. If you got a question on the seat install, please let me know. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.